Alright, welcome back to Preaching Preacher. Today's episode 5, South Will Rise Again.
Starts off with a flashback that takes place in Ratwater, and the killer of saints rolls in on a horse. He's a real greedy looking son of a bitch.
Yeah, he walks into an establishment and we see a happy family. Then he goes to like a whorehouse. We see a guy paying for all these prostitutes, including children. It's kind of a little fuck. He pays for them with scalps.
Or it was scalps of children.
Yeah.
We get a glimpse behind the curtain, and there's a guy that bought the prostitutes with the scalps, and he's now fucking the mother that we saw in the beginning, and the happy family, and he's forcing the son to watch, and the dad's dead on the floor. Like,
yeah,
it's a fucked up scene.
It's a pretty fucked up scene. So morning rolls around, and the killer saint, he's about to like head out.
Well, he got his.
Yeah, he got
medicine.
his little medicine. So he goes to head out though, and he sees another wagon, and it's got the little kid that.
It was in the first scene, I guess.
Yeah, the first scene. I guess they were like with them or whatever. So he recognizes the little boy, and they're going to Ratwater. So he fears the same fate for this kid.
So and then he starts getting like beat up.
Yeah, he goes buck on everyone in the bar.
Oh right, okay, and then the one guy that does recognize him ends up shooting his horse. It's forcing the killer of saints to walk all the way back, trying to take the medicine back to what I presume is his daughter.
Yeah, or something like that. I think it's his daughter or wife. I don't know.
Yeah, so they get to the house. He gets to the house, and everyone's dead, and all the crows are like picking at them.
Yeah.
He starts loading up his guns.
Yeah, starts basically loading up shit tons of guns. Like, he's got a lot of guns. Cuts to, like, Sheriff Root. He's, like, looking around outside, like, his house. Eugene hints towards it being the lunatic. It's the lunatic! Yeah. Seconds later, Eugene goes upstairs and he discovers a shotgun in his room and writing on the wall saying, "Finish the job," i.e. kill himself.
Everyone has taken notice of Jesse's last sermon was really enlightening, and the fact that King Cannon was there and he is now, converted back.
Yeah. We do find out a bit more about Cass and the whole vampire thing, and his love of drugs.
Which we already knew.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Tulip explains she's trying to get her boyfriend so they can find this Carlos guy from the past. She never really mentions Jesse, though. She just keeps referring to him as her boyfriend. Cass starts to kind of fall in love with her.
To be fair, I don't think she knows that Jesse and Cass know each other.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, she keeps saying her boyfriend. If she would have said Jesse, he would
have
probably known, right?
I think it's setting up for some confrontation.
Yeah.
So, at the same time, Fiore and Blanc, who are from heaven, the phone's ringing.
Yeah.
And in like a really funny scene, they're kind of like trying to rehearse how to like answer the phone.
Hello, it's
Hello.
Fiore.
Yeah. He's like, everything's okay.
They like you. They like you.
Yeah, it was it was one of my fun, like the best part.
Yeah, they're funny.
The phone is just like keeps ringing.
Yeah, the whole time they're rehearsing. Eugene, he tries to make an omelet for his dad. And while he's like all like cutting the omelet for him, he just like freaks the fuck out and smashes the plate. And he all tells Eugene that like if he really wanted to help him out, he should just finish the job, kill himself.
Which is the sheriff's actual real personality, which is like real
Yeah,
asshole.
that's a lot like the comic there.
Odin Kincaid is talking to the mayor, and he's apologizing for pissing all over his briefcase.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
In the past episode. And then he's admitting that he's going to be, like a faithful man of God now.
Yeah.
He mentions Jesse Custer's church. Oh, and then Donnie starts freaking out. He's the one with the broken arm.
Yeah, that Jesse broke his arm, so he's all like, "What did he say? What did he say?"
Yeah,
he's all
yelling
at him. He's all like, "Yo, chill out."
He's like super hysterical, and then Kincannon agrees that it was going to be the start of a new beginning.
Yeah. Preacher now sits like in a diner, and he's just kind of like using his powers subtly, like fixing people's problems. Like he's just kind of like, be patient. You know what I mean?
Everyone's like,
yeah, right? Then Tulip just kind of shows up, and she starts telling the story about the preacher shooting like an illegal Komodo dragon that they were smuggling to some Jamaican guy. She tries to prove that Jesse's bad, and he admits to being bad, but he says that he's changed and he wants to be good, and does she see it in him and all that kind of shit.
She's always just trying to like make a scene.
Yeah.
Eugene ends up needing the preacher's help, trying to like fix what's been done. He feels sorry for the burden he's caused his dad.
Yeah. So basically Jesse takes Eugene to Tracy's house, the girl that's in the coma with like the smashed in head. The mother sees Eugene and starts like freaking the fuck out at him. Starts like smashing the preacher's truck with a baseball bat, saying she's all like gonna kill him, and she's like calling him a murderer and shit.
Drop the bat.
Yeah, Jesse uses his powers.
Yeah, he makes her forgive Eugene for, you know, whatever had happened.
Yeah.
She ends up, you know, like hugging him, and it's just like, it's kind of awkward.
It's like, forgive him, and then like...
It's like super awkward.
Yeah.
Essentially, that was to help Eugene's father to maybe be less of an asshole.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to fear for his life, people breaking into his house, writing shit on his walls, you know, that whole thing. So basically Donnie, like, he admits to his wife that the preacher has this power, and she's all kind of like, what? And he comes forward about the situation where, like, he made him put the gun in his mouth and shit, like, in the earlier episodes. He's all crying and scared shitless about Jesse's power, thinks that Jesse's gotten the King Cannon also. So Donnie's wife says not to worry, preacher will get what's coming to him. Wonder what she means there, right? Could be setting something up there.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Tulip ends up robbing the drugstore to get drugs for Cass, which she, you know, like takes and gives to him. And then they, I don't know, they end up having sex, but she doesn't really seem to be...
They fuck in a car, yeah.
She doesn't really seem to be enjoying it anyway.
Just all
yeah,
straight-faced in the camera.
That was the exact scene.
Yeah, exactly. So Fiore and LeBlanc, they still keep rehearsing all how they're going to answer the phone, and then finally they get the balls to answer the phone, and then it stops ringing, so they're all like scared. So like we see them next scene, they're all confronting Jesse like as agents. They mention the money they gave him and the drugs and for the whores and the money for the drugs and whores. And obviously that wasn't Preacher, that was Cass.
Cass kind of screwed him there.
Yeah.
They flat out admit that they're from heaven, that they need that Jesse is in possession of an enormous, you know, like power. They're trying to return the power, obviously, into its home. Coffee can.
Yeah.
Jesse thinks that it's God inside of him, but they make it perfectly clear that it isn't God inside of him.
Yeah, so the final scene in it, we cut to King Cannon. He's in his office, meeting with a bunch of businessmen and the mayor. He's offering everyone a brandy, and
it seems to be going okay.
Yeah, and he gets down to business. So he starts shotgunning everybody to death.
It was so fucked.
Yeah, he's all like, we grow and we die. He says that shit to the mayor.
It was so random. Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, he pops everybody except for the mayor, and then he's all like, we grow and we die, and he's all like happy. So, I don't know. What do you have to say about it all?
Well, we were saying, considering how many people Jesse's used his powers on, and how many of them have not really worked out so well.
Yeah.
You know, what's going to happen
Yeah,
next?
like the guy who told be patient, like who knows where that's
Who knows,
gonna end
yeah.
up, right?
He's going to like kill the mother-in-law.
Told some guy to give her your heart, and he pulled his goddamn heart out, right?
I actually thought King Cannon was, you know, going to be man of God. All of a sudden he's...
Yeah, maybe he's serving God by taking out all the sinners.
So
I don't know, right? It is starting to kind of look a little like the comics. Like, you can feel the comics in it, but at the same time, like, yeah, obviously different story.
Yeah.
Eugene, it looks like, was in a car crash and was responsible for her.
Yeah, I still don't know how that one's piecing
in the
together.
comic, it's he blew his
Nirvana
fucking face off because Kurt Cobain committed suicide.
But it was also written in like 1996, so it was relevant.
It was, applicable then.
Alright, so this has been another Preaching Preacher. Don't forget to tune in and subscribe. Check out our other channels.
Yeah, we got Bangerz and Mash. Oh, I guess, yeah, this is on Bangerz and Mash. So we got Bangerz and Mash Live, our video gaming channel.
We just recorded a new podcast.
Yeah, we got another podcast, so check out iTunes or SoundCloud, Bangerz and Mash. It's our perfectly pixelated podcast. Yeah, we got Facebook and Twitter. Check out the Facebook. The Twitter's a little weak right now. I'm sure one day we'll
just
work
trying
on
to get
it more. Trying to get her up there, though. We're trying. New content coming all the time. Stay tuned. Don't forget to donate your Boba Fett merchandise. Until next time, fuck off.